Yo, to do YouTube, welcome back, man. It's your boy Stone Gent, and today's gonna be a little different. So I got my cannabis here, so we're still gonna get that in, man. But following the whole incident at Astroworld, I figured I'd make a video about festival safety. Festival safety is a huge thing. I don't see many people talking about it unless, of course, you've attended festivals and you've had to learn for yourself. But me being a festival attendee, going out and seeing the new crowd that's kind of come out and started partying since quarantine. It just seems like there's a younger crowd, and not too many of them know about festival precautions or maybe things to look out for, things to do to prevent incidents like Astroworld happening. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over that, man. But first, we're gonna put some clouds in the air. Much love. Load them bowls up. Let's get lit. All right, now that we're nice and baked, we got that mind right, man. Let's get straight to it. First things first, let's put this out there. It is not the artist's responsibility to babysit the attendees and those in the crowd. That being said, you have to look out for those around you. You have to look out for those who you are with. Never go into a crowd, large crowd like that, intoxicated or sober. It doesn't matter what you're on, intoxicated or sober, without water. Past few festivals I've been to, there have been way too many people in the crowds, clearly drunk, having a great time, which is fine, but no water in sight. No water backpacks. You can't just run in with the water bottle and thinking, you're going to go in there faded in the middle of this large crowd and be able to keep track of this water bottle. Like, the water bottle may get misplaced, the water bottle may spill, you may lose the cap, and now you're stuck trying to hold a water bottle with no lid, and now you're spilling the water. I've been there, I've done that. Invest in a water backpack. Camel packs range from $20 up to $50, depending on what you want to do, what size you want, different sizes, all that good stuff. But $20 to $50, man, you got 2 to 3 liters of water right on your back. And that way you don't have to keep making a bunch of water stops to the water station, missing a bunch of your favorite artists. Just bring the water backpack, y'all. There's no reason for y'all to be in the middle of those stages, in those festivals. Like I said, sober or non-sober, it doesn't matter. You need some water in those large crowds. They get hot. All right, second thing, which I see all the time at EDC, which is such a lifesaver moving through crowds, especially with big groups, but I have not seen it really at all at any of the hip-hop festivals I've attended. So totem poles. Totem poles are a lifesaver. What a totem pole is, it's a large pole. You can have a flag. People make custom totem poles, creative totem poles, funny totem poles. But basically what it is it stands way taller than the crowd, so you're able to be spotted from a distance. So say there was an emergency going on in the crowd, you're able to yell out, or if there's people out, like, you can tell them, hey, there's a emergency by the big pickle totem pole. You get me? And it just gives you a landmark to kind of look at to maneuver through the crowd. It also allows your group to find you if you get misplaced. If you have someone who sticks with the totem pole and they always have that totem pole, and that's where your group is. When you get lost, or if you get lost, you always have a way to kind of find your group through the crowds using the totem pole. So definitely get a totem pole and a water backpack, y'all. On to the next. The necessity. Do not go to a festival without a fan. So EDC, there's fans everywhere. When you move through the crowds, when people are hot, when it's crowded, this fan is literally, when there's no air because there's so many people and it's so congested in there, especially if you're short, whoever, even if you're tall, it's hot. There's no air, no breeze. This will create a breeze. It's like a mini AC, man. I don't go into any festival without a fan. So as I was going through the hip hop festivals, nobody has fans. So people look at me like I'm a savior when I hit them with this fan. It's like a breath of fresh air. And hey, look, even she wants the fan, man. But it's literally like a breath of fresh air. You see people laugh at it. And it just kind of makes the mood better. Everyone can kind of breathe around you. And then it also makes the people, so when you're squeezing into the crowds and it's all hot and then you bust this fan out, people are okay with you being there because you got the fan. You get me? So they're not gonna be like, oh, why they squeeze in? Why they squeeze in? Now it's all hot. You got the fan, so they're okay. They're gonna let you stay there without any problems, man. So get you a fan and you have no problems, man. Yeah. Next. Plan your times, your set times, your performances, whatever you're watching. Plan it accordingly, man. If you know you got a set time that starts at 8, don't go rushing over there at 7:55 knowing you're low on water just because you don't want to miss your set, man. Get that water. Half the time these artists are late, or you have a 30-minute performance at minimum at most shows. Like, get that water, man. Your life is much more important. We don't want people dehydrated. We don't want people passing out. We don't want any of that, man. So hydration is a huge factor, man. Make sure you have that water and time your sets accordingly so you can get those bathroom breaks in, get those water breaks in, regroup, make sure everyone in your group is good and everyone's safe, and then y'all can go have a good time without tragedies happening. Next, look out for those around you. There's no reason for people to be stepping on people, man. I get it. These crowds get crazy. Sometimes you lose your balance. Yes, you have to know what you're going into. So when you go to the front of the crowd, you have to know that it gets rowdy up there. Especially this show. You got to know what, first of all, you got to know what show you're going to. If it's a hype show, if it's a headbanging show, a raging show, or whatever, dubstep, whatever it is, excuse me, and you know the artist has a moshing or raging set, you got to know it's going to get crazy up in the front. People wait hours to see artists. People do all this stuff and they have energy built up to let out at the front of the stage. As you move through the crowd, you'll see there's different vibes. There's different vibes to the crowd. The closer you get, the more intense it gets. The middle, back, you kind of have more space. And the people in the back are usually a lot more chill. People in the front came to have a good time, man. So you just got to know what you're going into. But with that being said, look out for the people around you, man. If you see people on the ground, pick them up. You just got to look out for everyone. I know it gets crazy, as I said, and it's kind of hard. Some people are like, oh, well, if they fall and you try to pick them up, you're going to fall. Like, that kind of comes with knowing what you're going into. Knowing what you're going into. A lot of times it's a bunch of groups of guys and hardcore ragers at the front, man. And so you just got to know what you're going into, like I said, and just really look out. Another thing, text messaging. So if you do get lost in your group, a lot of us have iPhones nowadays, and with the mass amount of people, those groups are large. There's too many people out there on cellular data for you to be trying to send iMessages. So turn your iMessage off if you have an iPhone. Tell everyone in your group to turn their iMessage off, and so now all your text messages will be sent as text messages. Also, timestamp what time you're sending the text message, because messages can get delayed. So if I'm sending it, hey, meet me at the Ferris wheel, and it's 10:02 right now, I will put timestamp 10:02. So when I send it, if that message comes in at 10:30, she'll know that I sent that carnival message saying I was at the Ferris wheel at 10:02. So it's been 30 minutes since I sent that message. So that way you'll know if the text messages are being sent in real time or if there's a delay, and if they're still waiting for you at the Ferris wheel where you just texted them, because that message comes in an hour later and you don't timestamp it and they think that you just sent that message. Now they're at a Ferris wheel and you're no longer there because you weren't gonna wait there an hour. You get me? So timestamp all your messages. It is a lifesaver. And turn off your text messages, y'all. I mean, iMessage. Don't turn off your text message. Turn off your iMessage so you can send your text messages as a text message. Bam. And last but not least, man, I know we all go out there to have fun. I don't care what you do. I don't care. Have fun. Do it all. Get lit. Party. But just be safe and know who you're getting your shit from, man. Know who you're getting your shit from. They have cheap test kits out there that you can buy. $20, $30, so you could test for fentanyl, test for bad drugs, or whatever you're partaking in, and just take that little extra step just to be safe and really look out for yourself and your group, man, who may be participating with you. So that being said, y'all, I hope this video was helpful. As I said, a little rundown. We got the totem poles to help find your location in the crowds and help those in your group find you if you're in the crowd and they get lost. You got water backpacks. That is a main necessity. No reason for you to be running in there trying to buy water bottles. Invest in a CamelBak, a water backpack, so you have 2 to 3 liters on your back at all times, and you don't have to make as many water trips trying to worry about missing your favorite artist. That goes into step 3, timing everything out. Time all your set times out, time your DJs out, time your artists out that you're going to see, so you have time to get bathroom breaks and make sure everybody in your group is good with water and all that good blasey. Of course, look out for those around you. Know what you're going into. You got to know if it's a rage show. If you're going to the front, it's going to be intense. If you're sitting here watching Adele, you could probably go to the front and be chilling. If it's a more swaying John Legend, R. Kelly, Well, Arcade won't be performing, but you get me. Like, you're not gonna be moshing up there. If you're knowing you're going to see Ski Master, Slump God, Travis Scott, fucking who? Baby Keem, even Baby Keem. So many raging artists that you know they're gonna be raging, man. Know what you're going into and look out for those around you. I think I covered everything, man. I'm pretty stoned, so I might be forgetting something, but y'all seen it in the video, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Hopefully this video was helpful. This is just part 1, so I end up having to make a part 2. I will if I think of anything I may have forgotten. So much love, y'all. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Peace. I'm out.